Have you ever felt lost trying to figure out what you're truly passionate about? Trust me, you're not alone. Studies show that nearly 70% of people feel unfulfilled in their careers, unsure if they're on the right path. I was one of those people. For many years, I searched, I struggled, and I doubted myself. And after many, many years, I discovered the hard truth about passion. And today, I'm going to share it with you because what you've been told about finding your passion is probably wrong. Hey everyone, my name is Joshua Gauthier, and on this channel, we talk about overcoming life's biggest challenges to become the best version of yourself. Have you ever felt stuck, uncertain, or like you're wasting time searching for what you're meant to do? Stick around because I've been there. For years, I chased different career paths, thinking passion was something that I would just stumble upon one day. Spoiler alert, it didn't happen like that. And if you're struggling, I want to help you avoid the same mistakes that I made. I remember feeling so frustrated, like everyone else had their life figured out except me. I'd look around and see friends who seemed to have it all together. Some had stable careers, others were thriving in their businesses, and a few were even doing things that they truly loved. Meanwhile, I was over here jumping from job to job, telling myself, maybe this one is it. But it never was. No matter what I tried, I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't in the right place. I kept waiting for that magical moment where passion would just hit me like a lightning bolt, but it never did. I wanted something that lit me up, something that made me want to wake up every morning excited to work, but instead, I just felt stuck. And let's be honest, society doesn't make this any easier. We live in a world that constantly pushes this find your passion narrative. We hear things like, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Do what you love and the money will follow. Just find your passion, everything will fall into place. All of those sound so inspiring, right? But here's the problem. What if you don't know what your passion is? If you've tried different things and nothing has just clicked yet? What if you're in a job you don't love, but you have bills to pay and no clear idea what to do next? That was me. And over time, the more I struggled, the more I started to question myself. Was it I just not good enough? Did I not have passion? Was I doomed to just go through the motions for the rest of my life and add fuel to the fire? I saw people my age or younger on social media absolutely crushing in their fields. Some had thriving businesses, others were successful creators, and a few had these amazing purpose-driven careers that they seemed to love. All of that just seemed to amplify my doubt even further. Meanwhile, I was over here feeling completely lost, and it made me feel like I was failing at life, but in all reality, I wasn't failing. The lie that passion is something you just find, the lie that everyone else had it figured out except you, the lie that if you haven't found your passion yet, something must be wrong with you. And once I started to challenge that belief, I began to start to see things a little bit different. So I did what most people do when they feel lost. I tried everything. I switched jobs, hoping that maybe a new role would bring excitement. I explored different industries, thinking a fresh environment might spark something in me. I even chased money at one point, believing that financial success would automatically lead to passion. But each time, I hit a dead end. No matter what I tried, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was forcing something that wasn't there. Every job felt like a temporary fix rather than a true calling. Every new venture felt promising at first, but that spark never lasted. At one point, I thought fitness was my passion. I loved working out. I still do. I was obsessed with self-improvement, so I thought maybe I'm meant to be in the fitness industry. I got certified as a personal trainer, even dabbled with training to become a bodybuilder at one point, but while I enjoyed it and still do, something was missing. I didn't feel fully alive doing it, so I moved on. Then I thought coaching was my thing. I loved helping people grow. I enjoyed deep conversations about mindset and transformation, so I pursued coaching, got certified, and started helping people. And while I found fulfillment in it, I still felt like something wasn't quite clicking. And then there was business and entrepreneurship. I love the idea of building something of my own. I was fascinated by brands, marketing, and creating a vision. So I went all in, thinking that this had to be the thing that finally made me feel passionate and aligned. But once again, I found myself questioning, is this really it? And that's when it hit me. It wasn't that I hadn't found my passion, it was that I was looking for it in the wrong way. Passion isn't something you find, it's something you build. We are sold this idea that passion comes from this light bulb moment that one day we're just going to wake up and know exactly what we're meant to do. But for most of us, that's not how it works. What I learned is that passion isn't discovered, it's developed through action. Think about it. How do people become passionate about things? They don't just wake up one day with an undying love for something. They engage with it, they practice it, and grow into it over time. Or take someone who's passionate about entrepreneurship. They probably didn't start out obsessed with business. They got curious, started something, saw progress, and then over time, their passion grew. And that's what I realized I had to do. Instead of searching for passion, I had to go out and build it. I had to look at the patterns of my life, what I naturally enjoyed, what I was drawn to, and what gave me energy. I love self-improvement. That was a clue. I loved helping others transform. Another clue. I loved building something that mattered. Yet another clue. So passion wasn't something waiting to be found. It was something I had been developing the entire time. Everything began to change when I stopped waiting for passion to find me and I started creating it for myself. For so long, I thought passion was this magical feeling that would suddenly hit me one day. But the more I searched, the more I realized I was stuck in a cycle of overthinking, waiting for a perfect answer that wasn't going to come. So I flipped the script. I stopped searching for the perfect path. I stopped overanalyzing every decision, worrying about whether something was the one. Instead, I just started doing. I committed to growth instead of waiting for clarity. I tried new things, even when I wasn't 100% sure that they would be my thing. I doubled down on what I enjoyed, even if I didn't know where that would lead. And little by little, I started to see a pattern. I realized I loved helping people improve their lives. I loved personal transformation, the idea that people could completely change their circumstances and mindset. I love sharing ideas, whether through coaching, speaking, or simply having deep conversations that helped others break through their obstacles. And guess what? That's exactly what led me here, to coaching, to speaking, to building this channel. Here's what I learned. Passion wasn't a single moment of realization. Wasn't some instant light bulb epiphany where everything just made sense. It was a series of small steps, each one leading me closer to something I never could have predicted from the start. When I stopped waiting and started taking action, my passions revealed itself throughout the process. So here's what I want you to take from my journey. Stop waiting for passion to just, one day hit you. If you sit around hoping for an aha moment, it'll likely never happen for you. Passion isn't something that just happens or appears. It's something that grows through action. Take action. Passion develops through experience. Think of the people who love what they do. They didn't wake up knowing their calling. They started, explored, and improved until it became something they couldn't imagine not doing. Follow curiosity, not just passion, because curiosity leads to passion. Instead of asking, what am I passionate about? Ask, what am I curious about? Curiosity is the breadcrumb trail that leads you to what excites you. If something interests you, lean into it. Try it, see where it goes. Give yourself permission to explore and pivot along the way. No one has it all figured out from the start. You don't have to get it right immediately. Some of the most successful people stumble their way into their passions by exploring different things, failing, and adjusting their course along the way. The truth is, most people don't start with passion. They start with curiosity. They start with effort. They start with a willingness to learn. That's how passion is built. So stop waiting and start doing. Your passion is out there, but it's up to you to build it. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever struggled with finding your passion? Do you feel stuck, unsure of what excites you? Or have you discovered your passion in a way you never expected? Drop a comment down below as I read every single one, and I'd love to hear your story. Let's talk about it because you're not alone in this journey. And if this video resonates with you, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It helps more people see this message. Subscribe so you don't miss future videos on personal growth, overcoming obstacles, and finding your true passion. Check out my other videos where I dive deeper into self-discovery, breaking through fear, and creating a life that you will love. Remember, passion isn't something you find, it's something you can create. I'll see you in the next one.